Good evening. Good evening. Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live session. How are you doing? How was your weekend? I'm glad to have you here. My name is Ini, and this is Parenting with Ini. Parenting with Ini. In here, we have exclusively parenting conversations. So you're much welcome to my live session. Thank you so much for clicking in. Is it not important for us to just tell God thank you for ushering us into a new week? A new week, new grace, new opportunity, new hope. So today we don't have any topic in mind. Today we're just going to have an open conversation and just catching up, getting to know how your weekend has been, getting to know how you are doing, and possibly just thanking God for ushering us into a new week. My name is Ini. Like I said, welcome to my live session. So I normally try to have this live session Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. East African time, so that we can just have beautiful conversations regarding parenting. So you're much welcome. If this is the first time you are stopping by on my space, you're welcome. All right. So this is exclusively a parenting channel. All right. So if you come in here, we have rules. So I'm going to just remind you of our rules. So rule number one, please just check if you've subscribed to this channel. Make sure you check. Just check right now. Have you subscribed? If you have not, please, that's what you should do first. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you are a parent or you desire to be a parent someday, or you just enjoy parenting conversations, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and remember to turn on the notification bell. As at the time I'm doing this video, I think we are at 867 subscribers. I think my current target is to get to 1000 subscribers, so you can help me get there. Okay, you can help me get there. I think now we need like 130 what 133. Yes, that's a small number. Even from the by the end of this meeting, we can actually have that, right? Do you believe with me? Then start by checking if you have subscribed. Okay. Yes. Number two rule: please like the video. I need to know if people are here. I need to know if you're here. If you're here, please like the video. Say I'm here by liking the video. I'll be so glad to know that at least I'm talking to someone, I'm talking to people. And thirdly, third rule number three is you need to say hi. Say hi in the chat section. Okay, so if you're here, say hi. Just say I'm here or say hi. Or if you have any parenting related questions, please ask in the chat section. That is why we have, or that's one of the reasons why we have these live sessions, so that you can ask anything you would like to ask, and I'll be so happy to be able to answer. So those are the rules. So welcome, welcome, welcome to my live session. I want you to feel involved. I want you to feel welcomed. I want you to feel a part of this community. Yeah, so feel relaxed, feel appreciated, feel a part of here. So don't feel shy. Okay, so let's have a candid conversation. So today we're just talking as parents. We're just talking, we're just catching up. How was your weekend? How was it for you? Weekends normally sound like a very tough time for parents. I've interacted with a couple of parents, and I discovered that most of them dread weekends because they always feel like, weekends, most of the time, maybe if you have a nanny, if you have a house manager, they also want to take a break. Okay, so maybe your house manager has taken a break, they have gone for a weekend, so you feel stressed because you feel like, how will I handle the house and the children or the child by myself? So weekends are always it always leaves parents at a very panic mode. I don't know why. Okay, not like I don't know why. Of course I know, but I don't understand why to some extent, because I feel like we underrate ourselves as parents. We underrate ourselves as parents. We think we can't do this without the help of, a nanny, a house manager, and all those assistants that we get. You don't need to be so, panicked and saying, my house manager has gone for a weekend. Now I can't, no. You need to relax and understand that it's something you can do. That child is yours. Those children are yours. Who said you can't take care of them? You need to take care of them. You need to take back that power. to know that with or without a nanny, with or without your house manager, you can actually manage. So don't be too paranoid when it comes to weekends. Weekends, I know most parents are always feeling like, oh, in fact, I actually know some parents, they always just pray that the weekend get faster and done with so that their house managers, their nannies can come back and continue with the work. So some parents would actually just be wishing Monday would come so that they can go to work. They cannot handle the house and the children by themselves. They want the house manager to be back. They want the nanny to be back and all of that. You need to learn to relax. It's not that hard. It's something you can do. And weekends are how many days? Just 2, 3 days and you're done. Okay. Yeah. So how was your weekend? Were you on a panic mode? Were you on a panic mode as a parent, or you were able to hack it? You were able to say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Guys, I want you to keep the chat section very, very lively. Say something, ask any question, because that's what will make up this video. Okay. Yeah, so you're welcome. I can see Skrija. Skrija is saying hi. Hi, Skrija. Thank you so much for saying hi. Thank you for joining my live session. I can see Yorina. Yorina is saying hi. Hi, Rina. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so, so much for joining my live session. I can see Creative Gian is saying, where are you from? I'm doing this video from Nairobi, Kenya. So yeah, thank you so much for joining my live session. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you all. Yes. So I was just asking how your weekend was. I can see Jen Marcus. Jen Marcus is saying, are you married? Of course, I have children. So yes, I'm married. Yes. Yes. Of course, I have children. So definitely I'm married. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's keep the questions coming. Parenting related questions. I'll be so happy to respond to them. Thank you for joining my live sessions, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was asking, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? Especially as a parent, how was your weekend? Okay, how was it? Were you able to navigate through it? Were you panicking the whole time? Do you have a nanny? Do you feel like for you can't do a day without your nanny? How was it? Did you go to church? If you're born again, did you go to church if you're Christian? As in, like, how was your weekend? Personally, mine was okay, and I think it was manageable. At some points, a bit stressful, not really because of the children, but at times, you can feel exhausted and overwhelmed after a whole week. Yeah. But with the children, I think it was pretty much easier to and manageable. Yeah. And I pulled it through. Yeah, I pulled it through. Of course, you have to find strategies, that works for you, that can help you to be able to navigate through just being present and trying all your best to help yourself and also help the children. Because one of the things is that you feel so overwhelmed when you give too much and you forget to refill. Okay. You see, when you're giving, when you're taking care of these children that God has blessed us with, it's important for you to take some time to refill. How do you refill? How do you refresh? By taking a rest, taking a break. I know someone will be like, how do I take a break when I don't have someone to leave them with? You don't have to take a break outside the house. You can just take a few minutes just to relax, just to rest, just to nap, just to be by yourself and breathe in, breathe out. That's a break. You see, when you're always working, even when you go to the office or you're employed and you're working and you're always on your laptop from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., if those are your working hours, you're always on your laptop, working, working, working without taking a break. You'll break that. So the same thing happens with raising children. If you're always there doing everything, morning till night, always hands on without taking a break, a time will come when you break down, and it's not far from that time. Yeah. So you need to take a break. Those are the kind of break I'm talking about. Just take a few minutes, just step away, just take a nap, just rest, just breathe in, breathe out, drink water, enjoy your meal as a human being, not as a mother. There's a difference. There's a very big difference between how you eat as a mother and how you eat as a human being. Parents would if you're a parent, you definitely agree with me, right? There's a very big difference. when you're eating as a mother, or when you're eating as a father, or when you're eating as a parent, as a caregiver, you find out that you're eating in a hurry. You can find yourself eating while talking because you're busy eating. You're like, stop doing that. Don't touch that. Don't do this. Sit down. But you're eating. You're trying to eat, but your eyes are still everywhere with the children. You're trying to eat, but probably you're carrying a baby while eating. You're trying to eat, but you're still at times even you're eating, but you still have to pause your food and attend to a baby's need. Maybe the baby has soiled themselves, they need to be taken care of, they need to be cleaned up, or the baby has poured something, has soiled a place, has spilled something, and you need to wake up and clean it up immediately. If not, it can get to something more serious. So you have to pause your food and do what? And attend to them. So that's how you eat as a parent. But now, when you're eating as a human being, you eat in an uninterrupted pace, and space. You take your time, you eat your food, you enjoy the food, you enjoy eating the food. You eat very well, take your time, eat it, and then now you finish your food. So those are the difference between eating as a parent and eating as a human being. Okay, those are the difference. With being eating as a parent, you don't even enjoy your food. You're just eating because you need to finish and get back to work and get back to raising the child. So you just take a few minutes and you eat very fast. You don't even take your time to even allow the food to get in, the food to sink in, You eat in a hurry. And many a times, we parents, we find ourselves in that space, especially when you don't have a support system, you don't have a help, an assistant, someone who can assist in holding the baby for you while you take your time to eat. And even at times when you have someone to even assist you, um, you find out that you still may need to eat in a hurry because this person is just holding, and the baby is probably crying, looking for you, wanting you. So you still have to eat in a hurry. Okay. And even when you say, okay, you eat when the baby sleeps, which most of the time you find yourself, in that space, you're like, it's okay, let the baby sleep, then I'll eat. Number one, you might eat late. You might end up having that meal late because you're trying to put the baby to sleep. The baby is not sleeping. So your food is waiting for you. Your food is getting cold. You've not eaten. And so it gets to a point where you can easily, number two, you can also easily get frustrated because you see, you want the baby to sleep so that you can go and eat. The baby is not sleeping. So you can easily get frustrated, and most of the time you find yourself trying to force the baby to sleep because you need to eat. You're hungry. Okay. Number three, yes, the baby might sleep and you're like, "Ooh, baby has already slept. Let me go and eat." And just when you start, one spoon, two spoons, the baby wakes up. The baby wakes up. So what do you do? What do you do in that situation? You have to now leave the food and go back to attending to a baby. It's not easy. That's why those are one of the things why people tell you parenting is not easy. You have to be very ready for it. You have to be very intentional about parenting. Okay. So yeah, it's not easy, but then you need to find time, even in that busy schedule and that tricky balance, moment, you still need to be able to find a balance. You still need to be able to structure yourself in such a way that you can still have some moments to take out of that moment. You can still have some moments to just go and rest. You can still have some moments to just say, you know what, I have to relax, I have to nap, I have to do this, I have to do that. Yeah. So brace yourself. So how was your weekend? If you're a parent here, how was it for you? How do you get to balance? How do you get to navigate? Do you believe that it is important to take a break as a parent, or you feel like you rather just start from the beginning, from morning, you finish in the evening, they go to sleep, then you take a break? Or do you believe that taking a break in between actually helps? Now, those are two different strategies that you can employ. Some people just start in the morning. They know that the next time that they're going to just rest away from the children is in the evening. So you cover their whole routine, and then now they go to sleep, then you have a moment for yourself. Or you take in between breaks. The problem with in between breaks, you might extend, which will affect the schedules of the children. Okay, so because you probably said, okay, let me go in and nap in the afternoon, and you are napping, and you're supposed to nap for 30 minutes, but because the nap is too sweet, you do what? You extend it, by 30 minutes again. And that's 1 hour. And it's eating into the children's routine. So at times you find now when you finally wake up, you try to adjust your body back to the system. Your body is also taking too long to reload and time is going. So at times it's always very also preferable if the other one doesn't work for you, that you just do everything you can, get the children done for the day, and then now you take a whole moment and just have your time to rest. So, how was your weekend? For me, at some point, I would say my weekend was restful. I managed to take some time off to just, rest and nap. Yeah, I really love napping on Sundays because Sunday is a rest day. You're not supposed to be working, okay? So it's just if you're a Christian, you just go to church, you know, fellowship with other believers, come home, find something to eat, and rest. Or if you don't want to be home, you can take some time out, but no doing any strenuous work. Just rest, just rest. So for me, I try to make sure that I spare my Sundays for rest as much as possible, because a new week, it needs you to be fresh, it needs you to be well rested for you to have a more functioning and active week. Okay, yeah, so rest is always important. So how was your weekend? Did you rest? Were you busy? Were you still working? How was it? Was it even restful? How has it been for you for the weekend? Do you feel like you've had the weekend hangover today? Were you productive at work? If you're employed or if you have a business, were you productive? How was it for you as a weekend, and how was it for you raising the children? Yes, during the weekend. Do you enjoy weekends with your children, or do you endure weekends with your children? Because those are two different things. You can actually enjoy weekends with your children, or you can actually endure weekends with your children. One of the reasons why we have our nannies, our house managers go for weekends is not just because they are taking a break. Of course, one of the things is for them to take a break, okay? Yes, so they're actually taking a break as a human being, because you can't just be working 247 and you don't have time to rest. Okay, so yeah, so them they have taken a break. That's one of the reasons why your nanny, your house manager can actually go for a weekend to rest, taking a break. Number two is to allow you to be able to bond with your children. So the moment you begin to see, the moment you begin to see it from that angle, you will learn to appreciate weekends with your children. Okay, so one of the reasons why your house nanny, your manager, house manager might needs to take a break over the weekends. They've worked for you Monday to probably Friday or to Saturday. You need to give them that time to just take a break, take an off, even if it's just a few hours or a day or two, depending on how you've agreed with them. But they need to take that break, is because they also need to rest. But another reason is that you also need to bond. You need to start bonding. You need to bond with your children, because you see, when they are in your space, most of the time they are with the children, because that's what they have really also come to help you with. Okay, so most of the time they're with the children. So when do you really get a time to stay a whole day or for a lot of hours with you and your children alone? So that's one of the reasons why they take off, so that even you can get to bond with your children. So when you start seeing your weekends as such an opportunity, then you get to start appreciating weekends, because you get to see your children, you get to bond with them, you get to know how they eat, you get to know how they are dressed, you get to even do school homeworks with them, you get to study with them, you get to even sit with them and watch a cartoon. You don't have to do like anything like work, a lot of work. Just sit, relax, enjoy a meal with your children, get to have conversations with them, get to watch maybe a movie with them that is child friendly, get to watch a cartoon, sit with them and watch the cartoon, get to play with them, get to take them outdoor just to have a moment with them, get to know how they are doing, because it's very important. It is very possible that when you have a house manager, you have a nanny, you really don't even know how your children are doing. You just see it from a face surface that, oh, they are fine, so that's okay, but you don't really get to understand, are they really fine? Okay, so when your house manager has gone for their off, they have gone for their break, it's an opportunity for you to step in full hands on and be with your child. Take care of your child. Get to know how your child has been doing the whole week. Take a walk with them, have conversations with them, step out with them, outdoor activities with them, sit and watch a movie with them or a cartoon, get to eat with them, get to prepare a meal for them. At times you discover your child probably just misses how you cook, but because you have, help at home, maybe you rarely cook because of your busy schedule at work and all of that. So maybe this moment is a time where you can actually make a meal for you and your babies, for you and your family. You sit down, you have a meal together. You get to enjoy that meal uh together, right? Yes. So when do you see it as such an opportunity, or for you find it's just so, it's a lot of work, it's strenuous, you just want the weekend to get over and done with so that your nanny can come back and take over from where they stopped? Try to see the positive side of you spending time with your babies or with your baby. Try to see the positive side of you bonding with them. It's very important. It's part of their growing up, it's part of their milestones development. When you are there, you may not have the opportunity to be there with them 247 Monday to Monday, but the few windows you have, like now the weekends, when you are just you and your family or you and your children, you can be able to take that opportunity to do what? To um to take care of your children by yourself. Okay. Yeah. So no one is saying anything. Come on, feel free to ask a question. Feel free to ask a question, guys. Feel free to ask a question. Feel free to share how your weekend has been. Feel free to say something in the chat section. I really appreciate. All right. Yes. So yeah. So when weekends come, I'm trying to encourage a mother here or a father, you know, that when weekends approach, it's not time to panic. It's not a time for you to start feeling like, oh goodness, another weekend is here. How will I manage this? How will I do this? How will I be able to make it? Will I be able to handle my children by myself? Oh, I need help. I need help. I need help. You can handle them by yourself for those few days that your nanny is not there. For those few days that the help that you normally have is not there, you can handle them. It's possible. Just look at it from a different angle. Try to see something positive out of it. And for me, what is positive about it is that you get to bond with your child, you get to spend time with them, you get to do something for your child, you get to take care of them for those few hours, for those few days, that probably your help is not available at the moment. Yeah, so embrace it as something good, embrace it as an opportunity for you to have a one-on-one moment with your child or with your children. It won't be easy, but that's what I'm telling you also. Don't overpack the day with activities. Keep it simple. Just sit down, just rest. It can even be just having a good nap with your child. It can just be just having a very beautiful nap with your children. You just lie down and sleep with them. Make a simple meal and you guys eat together and enjoy a conversation together. Talk to them. And no child is too young to be talked to. You can actually have a conversation even with a 1 day old child or with a 2 months old child. You can have a conversation with them. Yeah. And then also, if you have older children, you can enjoy maybe a movie with them or even just watching a cartoon with them. Just sit there, just be there, or play some games with them. Look for activities that is fun for both you and them, and spend time with them. Okay, weekends are family. It's supposed to be more of family time, where you spend time with your family, with your children. Yeah, it's very important. If you feel like outdoor works for you, then that's a moment where you can just step out with your children, go for a walk, or just take them out somewhere. You guys go and have a good time, come back tired, and you just want to sleep. Okay? Yeah, so don't see it as a burden. Try to see something good that can come out of you spending time with your children over the weekend. Don't always be in a hurry to rush to work because you feel like weekends are overwhelming. I'm talking like that because I have actually come across parents who don't like weekends, like they dread weekends. They're like, weekends. Once Friday has hit like this, they're like, they wish Monday would be here so that they can just run away to work. When will you ever have that time to spend with your child? Ask yourself that question. If you're always running away from weekends, so maybe it's time for you to face your fears. Maybe it's time for you to say, no, I know that I don't really love weekends because of the work that is involved in it, taking care of these children. But this weekend, I want to do something different. I want to be there. I want to face my fears. In fact, I want to release my nanny earlier so that I can bond with my children. And you will discover that that thing that you were so scared of, there is nothing there to be scared of. It's actually doable. Okay? Yeah. You're so scared of that thing because you've never given it a try. You've never tried it. You know, there's a difference between if you try something out and if for you it was a no-no and you're like, I can't hack this. Then you've never tried it, but you're just scared that it will be too hectic. You're just scared that it will not happen, it will not work. You will not be able to do it. Just give it a try first. Try it and then you see that, oh, I can't do it. Then maybe next time you take a different approach or you just don't do it at all. Try it and maybe you will be able to see that, oh, this thing was not as hard as I thought. It's actually doable. So what was I scared of, Yeah. So give it a try first before you start assuming, about it. All right. Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining into my little chit chat. Today I just said let's chat because I thought you guys would just be filling up my chat section with questions and with your own opinion, with your own, sharing how your weekend was. But I guess that was my expectation, but I think it wasn't really met. But thank you so much for everyone who even said hi in my chat section. I really appreciate you. I want you to know that I see you and I appreciate you very well. Thank you so much. I can see you, Skrija. Thank you for saying hi. I can see your Rina. Thank you for saying hi. I can see Creative Gian. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your presence in the chat section. Thank you. I see you. I appreciate you. God bless you. And for every one of you, for you who has liked it, because I can see there's a one like. Thank you so much for you, that person who has actually liked this video. I want you to know that I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for that support. Thank you for liking this live session. Thank you so much. And for every one of you who has joined the live session, probably you didn't say hi, but you're just there, listening and just maybe agreeing, and just saying, yeah, I hear you, I agree with you, but you've not said hi, you've not liked it. I still appreciate you, and I want you to know that I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining the live session. I don't take it for granted. And probably if there's someone who has subscribed even to the YouTube channel, thank you so much for that support. God bless you. I appreciate you. Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining my live session. Today we're just chatting, and I hope we've had a beautiful chat moment. Yes. So I am on my road to 1,000 subscribers, and I believe that yes, you looking at me, you can actually help me get there. Okay, by starting with yourself and liking, starting with yourself by subscribing. Sorry, and maybe even tell someone, tell a friend, tell someone, tell a friend to subscribe. That this channel is on its way to 1,000 subscribers. Let's support her to get there. Okay, so tell a friend, tell a family, and let them also subscribe. I really appreciate. At least that's also another little support that you can also offer me. And also remember to tell them that subscription is very free. They won't be charged anything. No privacy will be, abused. It's just subscribing. Yeah, so please encourage them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me get to that 1,000 subscribers, because that's currently my goal. Yes, for this channel, let's grow in number. Let's grow even in our participation. Let's grow as well, and I really really appreciate. So yes, guys, I guess we may have to just end this live right here. Yeah, I've had a good conversation. I mean, just unwinding on how the weekend has been, and just shedding some light on, just in trying to hoping I've encouraged someone that you should not be scared. As a parent, you should not be scared of weekends. weekends should be very beautiful for you to be able to spend time with your children. So don't be scared of weekend. If you used to be scared of weekends with your as a parent, stop getting scared. Try to embrace it and make something good out of it for you and your children. All right, all the best. Have a beautiful night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be here by God's grace tomorrow at 9 p.m. East African time. So if you'll be available, I'll be happy if you can join me. Let's have a beautiful parenting conversation together. All right, so allow me to end this live session here. Thank you so much and have a lovely night. Bye for now.